Hi, this is Umar and today we will be reviewing the 9th generation of Honda Civic. So let's start. This generation of Civic was introduced in 2012 and it stayed in production till 2016. There was one facelift that the car received, which was in 2015. As usual, we will look at all the interesting features of this car and then we will take it on the road to see how it drives. Civic, whenever they have introduced a new model in Pakistan, since they started assembling it in Pakistan, every single model came up with something that was not offered before in any local car. This car is no different than the others and also has a lot of things that were offered for the first time in Pakistan. This Civic was offered with 3 cameras, front, internal and the rear one. This front camera is also something that was offered for the first time in Pakistan in any car when this Civic came out. The halogen headlights were also offered for the first time in any Pakistan assembled car. This is the key of the 9th generation Honda Civic. It's a jackknife key, something for the first time offered in Pakistan in this model. You press this button, the key comes out and there is a lock, unlock, trunk opening button over here. On the back you have Honda's logo. This is the economy mode button, so if you want to turn off the economy mode you can do that with this button. Coming to the steering wheel, now let me just start the car first and then I'll show you the things. So you see, as soon as I insert the key in, there is a Honda logo. You get the lights and everything, a really nice kind of a display. This whole meter comes to life and after some time they go back. Now economy mode is off right now. We just start the car. So in the instrument cluster you have your fuel gauge. Next to that you have your speedometer. On the left side you have the current average. On the inboard computer you have a lot of options. First of all, on top you see what radio channel you are listening to. Then you have your fuel average, your range on the current fuel tank, clock, temperature, mileage of the car. If I change the source of music to CD, the top of that changes to CD, USB and so on and so forth. Bluetooth, iPod and back to auxiliary, FM, like that. Then if I want to switch between displays, I can do that. There is a clock option, then I have the specific radio or the track that I'm listening to and back to that. In the menu I have trip odometer settings where I can check those. The clock can be adjusted and the customized setting. There is display setup, trip computer setup, lighting setup, door setup, and then I can do default all. Now just observe this. I'll open the front door and the car will tell me exactly which door is open. If I open the second door, the car will tell me exactly which door is open. So on the indicators there is a very nice feature. If supposedly I'm just changing a lane, I'll just do a light click and the indicator will blink for 3 times and it will turn off. If I want to turn, I want the complete indicator, I'll do a bigger one and it will turn on like a regular indicator. Just a light 3 times and that's it. Over here we have the RPM meter, then we have the automatic gears display, and all the warning lights and everything is in this. This is the steering wheel. It's a multifunction steering wheel. You have your cruise control settings on the right hand side, and on the left hand side this particular button is for the computer that I showed you earlier. This is the menu button where you can adjust different settings on that instrument cluster. Then you have your audio controls buttons right here. The steering itself is a telescopic steering wheel, which means you can up, in and out and up and down. It's 4-way telescopic steering wheel. Coming to the center, you have your Android navigation system. So let's just show you a little bit on this one. Now you have your maps, the cameras, all the 3 cameras that this car has. This is like the internal one, this is the front camera, and then you have your rear camera. Now this one is the car in computer. Most of the functions on this one are not working here. The reason being, this system is taken from the international variant of Honda Civic. All the features that are offered in the international variant, most of them are not available in the local one. Thus, they did not bother changing the system for the local car. The tire pressure monitor system, the fuel status, all of these systems, they are available in the international variant, but they are not available in the local car. Coming on this is the climate control. Now over here you have your temperature up, down, the auto mode setting, fan speed. The whole feel is matte feel and it's really nice. Then here you have your auxiliary port for the music system and the cigarette lighter, a normal gear shifter. This is your cup holders. Now if you want to use this space as storage and not the cup holders, you can just push this on a side and you have this entire space as your storage space, and then you bring it in the middle, it is cup holder. Over here you have your center console armrest, and under that is a storage space. This is the rear seating situation. We have a flat floor. This flat floor was introduced in the 7th generation of Civic, then it stayed in the 8th and 9th generation. In the 10th one, they don't have the rear flat floor, and the disadvantage of that is that this person sitting in the middle is not that comfortable without the rear flat floor. So I don't know why they discontinued it in the 10th generation. You have 2 cup holders in the rear armrest. The seating in the leg space, the head space, it's all really nice. Now we'll open the trunk of the car. It opens. A lot of space there. Omer can easily fit into the trunk, and now I'm like really getting a hang of it, so it's really easy for me to fit into a trunk now. Over here we have the spare wheel, the toolkit and everything in the trunk. These were all the interesting features of 9th generation Honda Civic. Now let's take the car for a road drive. Alright, so now we are driving the 9th generation Honda Civic. Today is the first time that I am driving this car in such detail. I have had a chance of briefly driving it, but never had such a detailed experience with it. I must say I am impressed. The car is truly a driver's car. Everything is accessible and made for the driver. Comfort of Civic is something that nobody can debate on. That is how it is. Civic is always more comfortable. Corolla is always more rugged and reliable. The reason I never drove this car before, I never kind of liked it. I always thought that the previous one, 8th generation, was much better looking and much aggressive looking, which is true. However, the controls, the features, I'm really enjoying this car. There is one thing about this car though. People say that this particular model of the Civic has a tendency of rolling over. There are a lot of accidents of this car that flip. The car is flipped and upside down, total loss. A lot of such instances have happened. The only reason I can think of while driving this car is there is nothing structurally wrong in this car. The car is made such that the driver feels comfortable and confident, and if it is an inexperienced driver, he would definitely be pushing beyond his limits, and that would always be a disaster. Fuel economy at the moment that I can see on the in-dash screen, is 8.2 liters per kilometer, which is not bad for a 1800cc front wheel drive automatic transmission vehicle. So this was our review of 9th generation Honda Civic. Please let us know in the comment section what you think about it. Please like the video, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you can click here, and if you would like to watch more videos, you can click here. Till next time, bye.